My beloved child, lean in and listen with every fiber of your being. A moment of staggering significance is swiftly approaching within the next 30 minutes. Something is set to unfold that will shake the ground beneath you. I am speaking to you now, not in wrath, but with a love so fierce and urgent that it refuses to remain silent. There is a shadow moving toward you, unseen by your eyes but fully known to mine, and my spirit cannot allow you to miss this message. You may think you have heard warnings before, but this is unlike anything you have encountered. If you ignore these words, you stand on the edge of a loss so heavy it could leave your soul trembling. Pause now, feel the weight of my words, and let your heart respond in faith. This is not a passing moment or a message meant for someone else. It is tailor-made for you. You are not hearing this by chance, and the time you have is far shorter than you realize. My mercy is vast, but the window of grace for this moment is not without limits. What approaches is no small matter. It will not fade with time if left unheeded. I have already seen what lies ahead, a blow that could shake the very foundation of your life if you choose to turn from me now. My dear child, I am your Father, steadfast, unchanging, and ever near. I am the Lord who led Israel out of Egypt, who parted the Red Sea when no path could be seen, who rained manna from the heavens when all seemed lost, the power that silenced the lions in Daniel's den, and the same voice that called Lazarus out of his grave is now speaking directly to your spirit. Can you feel the stirring in your soul? This is not an ordinary day, and what lies ahead is not an ordinary problem. Take this as your sign. If you believe I have the power to rescue you, let your faith be known and stand firmly in trust. You have sensed it already, the tension in the air, that subtle unease in your spirit, the feeling that something is shifting in the unseen. This is not your imagination. It is a divine prompting. I see the traps prepared in secret, the whispers of those who wish to pull you from my protection, the schemes designed to rob you of the blessings I have stored for you. The enemy has waited for this moment, watching for even a brief lapse in your gaze toward me, so he can strike with confusion, loss, and grief. But I am not a distant God. My presence surrounds you right now, waging battles you cannot see. I am your shield, your high tower, your unshakable refuge in every storm. When others leave, I remain. When the enemy rushes in like a flood, I lift up a barrier against him. No weapon formed against you will succeed, for you are my chosen one, set apart, deeply loved, and precious in my sight. In these next moments, the enemy will attempt to plant seeds of doubt, weave distractions into your path, and fill your heart with fear to block my voice. But I am not the author of confusion. I am the God of peace, the God of miracles, the God who makes a way where there is none. Every tear you have shed has been counted, and every sleepless night has been under my watch. You are not abandoned, and you are not on the brink of defeat. You hold tightly to me now. Stay close. Keep your spirit open and your heart ready to receive. Remember my promises, spoken through the ages and fulfilled again and again. I am the one who spoke to Abraham under the vast night sky and said, "Do not be afraid, for I am your shield and your exceedingly great reward." I am the one who sent angels to clothe the mouths of lions, who unlocked prison doors for my servants, who carved rivers into deserts and made the impossible possible. This threat before you is not beyond my reach. Will you allow your faith to rise and meet my power? Will you anchor yourself in my word when everything around you shakes? You have prayed for deliverance, longed for signs, and sought light in the darkness. This is my answer, arriving not in an earthquake or in fire, but in the still, small voice calling you back to the safety of my love. The next 30 minutes are crucial. Will you listen and be spared from loss, or will you turn away and face what I have warned you of? Do not let pride, fear, or doubt close your ears to me, for my greatest blessings rest upon the humble and faithful. Take a deep breath now, for I am watching over you. Every step is seen, every thought is known, every burden is understood. Even now, my angels are moving into position. My spirit is at work, shielding you from attacks, breaking the snares before you, and placing a hedge of protection around your life. You are not at the mercy of chaos, nor are you subject to the enemy's designs. You are covered by my power, and I will not let you fall. You are safe beneath the shelter of my wings, covered in a protection the world cannot pierce. If you sense my presence right now and wish to boldly declare your faith, speak it out. Comment 333, so that your agreement with me is both seen and heard. You may wonder, could uttering just 9 simple words every day truly shift the course of your finances, even drawing abundance into your life? A leading neuroscientist says yes. And unexpectedly, the FBI confirmed it by accident. This nearly forgotten prayer, hidden for years, is now bringing remarkable change-lifting ordinary men and women from the weight of debt into lasting freedom and provision. But this insight will not remain available forever. Before it disappears, click the link in the description or comments to see it for yourself, while the door is still open now, my beloved. Hear me as I speak directly into your spirit. There is no loss beyond my power to reverse, no situation too broken for me to turn toward your good. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers, thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, forgotten in prison. Yet I wove every betrayal and setback into a path of purpose. I transformed his pain into promotion, his captivity into influence, and what others intended for destruction into a destiny no one could stop. I did not fail him, and I will not fail you, if you take hold of my voice. In this moment, what looks like a threat will not be your undoing. It will become the doorway to your breakthrough. I have not promised you a life without trials, but I have promised my strength in every one of them. My blessings may not always arrive in the form you expect, yet they are never late. Sometimes I permit the storm so you can witness my hand in the thunder and my light in the lightning. Sometimes I let you walk to the very edge so you can discover my ability to carry you where your own strength cannot. Trust that. I am always working quietly, powerfully, and without pause. Even as your heart beats faster and your mind fills with questions, what if? Why me? Let your soul be still and know that I am God. I hold your future. I see the danger that could approach, but I also see the rescue I am preparing for you. You have not journeyed this far only to be abandoned. My plans for you are to give you hope and a future, not to harm you. This unusual moment does not need to be your downfall. It can become the testimony you tell of my faithfulness. If my spirit has stirred you while hearing this, do not simply walk away unchanged. And before you take another step, if this message has reminded you of my love, share it. Your simple act of faith could become the seed of hope for someone else standing on the edge of their own storm. Now listen again, God says. My child, in 30 minutes, an unusual event is about to take place. If you ignore my voice, it could bring great loss. But if you cling to my promises, seek my presence, and trust in my protection, Nothing, no power in heaven or earth will be able to snatch you from my hand. You are my treasure, my beloved, and I will never forsake you. My miracles, my blessings, my power, and my protection surround you now and always. Do not underestimate the weight of this hour. Even now, unseen battles rage on your behalf. You may not be able to see the full picture, but I know every plan, every whisper, every shadow that seeks to harm you. I do not speak to stir fear, but to awaken your spirit. This is not the time to drift or become distracted. It's the time to anchor yourself in faith, to let my words be the foundation you stand upon. If you are ready to affirm that you belong to me and will not ignore my voice, comment 55 as a sign of your commitment. There have been moments you felt invisible, overlooked, or abandoned by those you trusted, but I have witnessed every tear you shed when no one was watching, every silent prayer you sent up into the night. Through it all, my eyes never left you. In your darkest hours, I have been closer than your breath, lifting you when you could not stand, holding you when the weight of life felt unbearable. You are not simply another face among millions. You are the one I have chosen, the one I am calling by name at this very hour. Think of Esther, an orphan hidden away, unnoticed by the world, yet chosen for a purpose that would save a nation. Even when danger surrounded her, I placed courage and favor upon her so she could stand at the right moment. My child, just as with Esther, you are exactly where you need to be for the purpose I've planned. The threat before you now cannot overpower the destiny I have written for you. Will you step forward in courage and trust my hand upon your life? If you will, comment 1212 and step into the kind of faith that draws miracles into reality. Remember, I am the same God who has, again and again, turned what was meant for harm into blessing. The Red Sea was a trap in the eyes of Israel's enemies, but in my hands it became a road to freedom. The cross was seen as the end for Jesus, but I made it the beginning of eternal victory. What the enemy has set against you, I can overturn in a single moment. I am still the God who parts seas, moves mountains, and rolls away stones. My power has no limits, and my love for you will not break. My protection surrounds you like an unbreakable shield. If you accept this promise, write 777 to boldly declare your trust in my unstoppable power. Let these words sink deeply into your heart and soul. There is no darkness too deep that my light cannot pierce. No situation so impossible that my hand cannot rescue and restore. Even as you hear these words, the spiritual realm is shifting in your favor. I am sending my angels to surround you, to guard you, and to shatter every chain the enemy attempts to wrap around your life. Do not rely solely on what your eyes see. The enemy may roar, but his power is nothing compared to the authority I have placed over your life. Remember David facing Goliath. By all human standards, he was outmatched, yet my strength became his weapon. You may feel small, insignificant, or powerless, but I am your strength. With me at your side, defeat is impossible. You may wonder about the mysterious wealth patterns sweeping across nations. Why are 55 countries using the same secret formula? A recently leaked study revealed a 9-word pattern capable of activating the brain's natural wealth pathways. Repeat it faithfully each day, and you may witness abundance flowing into your life like a river. But take heed, the window of access is limited, and the government may remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. In the next few minutes, fear, regret, and anxiety may attempt to rise within you. The enemy's greatest weapon is convincing you that my promises are not meant for you, that you have missed your chance, or that you are too weak to overcome. Do not believe these lies. I am not a God who abandons. I am not a God who speaks empty words. Every promise I give is true, sealed with my authority, and guaranteed by my power. Hold on to this truth and let it drown out every whisper of doubt. You are never alone in this battle. Even in the valley of shadows, my presence surrounds you. My rod and my staff guide, comfort, and protect you. If you could see the angels stationed around you, your confidence would soar beyond measure. Every curse, every scheme, every plan devised to harm, why, I'm dismantling them now. Your obedience, your faith, your willingness to listen to my voice, these are the weapons you carry. Stand in agreement with me. Comment 999 to let your faith become a shield no force can break. Recall how Jesus calmed the storm with just a word, peace, be still. That same authority lives in you if you choose to believe. The winds and waves obey my voice, and nothing can stand against the word of your Father. In these next 30 minutes, guard your heart from distraction. Do not let the noise of the world drown out my voice. This moment demands your full attention, your spirit awake, your ears open, your heart fully tuned to me. You may have faced setbacks, unanswered prayers, or delays that seemed endless. Yet know this, I have not forgotten you. I am weaving a tapestry, far more beautiful than you can imagine. What looks like delay is often my preparation. What feels like denial is sometimes my protection. I see the future you cannot see. I know what is truly best for your soul. Trust me, even when you do not. Understand, for my ways are higher than your ways, and my timing is flawless. Let me speak peace into your heart right now. No matter what comes, you are not at the mercy of chance or circumstance. You are in the hands of the God who holds the entire universe. I am your provider, your healer, your redeemer. I number the stars and call them each by name, and I know every hair on your head. If I care for the sparrow, how much more do I care for you? Nothing can snatch you from my hand unless you choose to walk away from my covering. But if you remain in me, I will surround you with my glory. The loss the enemy planned will be transformed into a story of victory. If my voice has touched you, if my spirit is drawing you near, do not allow pride or fear to hold you back. Step forward boldly in faith, for I am with you. The blessings you seek are closer than you think. Believe, obey, trust, and hold fast to my promises. Walk in my light, and let your life become a living testimony of my faithfulness. You are chosen. You are protected. You are loved beyond measure. The hours are moving quickly, yet in the spiritual realm, destinies are being shaped. In these moments, what you choose to hear and believe now will determine whether you walk into loss or victory. The enemy searches for any door to bring sorrow, but I, your God, stand at your side. I will not allow you to slip from my care. My voice is louder than the storms around you. My love is deeper than any pit, and my power stronger than the fiercest attack. If even the smallest spark of hope stirs within you, pause and comment 1010 to anchor your faith in my unshakable mercy. Hear me now, deep within your heart. No matter what the world says, you are not defined by your failures. You are not trapped by your past, and you are not limited by your pain. You are a child of mine, chosen, treasured, and unstoppable. In my kingdom, every tear carries the seed of new mercy. My grace surpasses every regret you carry. My forgiveness is stronger than the deepest wound. When you call out to me, I hear you, not as a distant sovereign, but as a loving father running to embrace his child. Let shame and guilt fall away, for I have clothed you in righteousness and crowned you with mercy and steadfast love. The challenges ahead will not diminish your value, nor will they erase my favor from your life. Instead, they are invitations, opportunities, to step even closer into my arms. Consider the story of the prodigal son. You may know it well, but allow it to settle deep within your spirit anew. He wandered far, lost everything, and made choices that brought him to the lowest of lows. Yet, when he turned his heart homeward, his father ran to meet him with arms wide open, overflowing with love. That is exactly how I see you. I am never weary of welcoming you home. Even if you have ignored my whispers in the past, today I call to you, urgent, tender, and persistent. I do not want you to miss the blessings I have prepared for you. If your heart longs to return, comment 1515 and let heaven witness. You're turning. There is a battle raging over your future, and every decision you make in this moment carries weight. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are powerless, that your prayers fall on deaf ears, that the heavens remain silent. But hear me, your words are powerful. When you pray, walls tremble. When you worship, darkness flees. When you speak my promises, the schemes of the enemy unravel. Through my Son Jesus, I have given you authority to trample serpents, break chains, and overcome through the blood of the Lamb and the word of your testimony. The power within you is not your own. It is my Spirit, and that is more. Then enough, there will be moments of doubt, moments when fear knocks on your door, when circumstances scream louder than my promises. In those moments, run to me. Pour out your heart. Tell me your fears, your hopes, your dreams. I never grow weary of hearing you. I delight in answering, quick to deliver, eager to perform miracles for the children who trust me. The path may be narrow, but my presence will never leave you. The burden may feel heavy, but my strength is sufficient to carry you through. When you feel weakest, remember, my grace is all you need. I have never called you to walk alone. I am always beside you, speaking life into your spirit. Why did 19,000 people experience sudden financial freedom last month? They discovered a simple 9-word sentence hidden in neuroscience research and once sealed by the FBI. Now they are paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they once thought impossible. If you are seeing this, you are in a rare moment. The opportunity may vanish at any time. Click the link in the description and comments to uncover this secret before it disappears forever. Look at the lives I have transformed, not because of perfection, but because of faith. Moses was afraid, yet I gave him courage. Gideon felt small, yet I called him mighty. Ruth was a stranger in a foreign land, yet I made her the ancestor of kings. Each faced trials, each stood at the edge of loss, but in surrender they found the riches of my favor. Your story is not finished. The storm may roar, yet my promise is stronger. The enemy's plans will crumble, but my purposes will endure forever. Take heart, I am already moving behind the scenes. Doors you thought were closed can open in an instant through my intervention. Hearts that seemed hardened against you can be softened by a whisper of my Spirit. Finances that appeared lost can be restored in ways beyond imagination. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. I am the God who multiplies, who provides, who turns scarcity into abundance. Even if you cannot yet see the path, trust that I am working for your good. As these moments pass, do not waste them in fear or regret. Use this time to draw near to me, speak life over your future, and declare my faithfulness. When your heart aligns with mine, miracles unfold, chains break, doors open, and lives are transformed. If you are ready to declare your faith that nothing is impossible for your God, comment now as an act of hope. Your faith is never in vain. Every prayer, every word, every act of trust lays a foundation the enemy cannot shake. You are not fighting alone. Angels are assigned to you. The Holy Spirit intercedes on your behalf with groans too deep for words. Jesus, your advocate, sits at my right hand pleading for you. Heaven responds to your faith, and I will never ignore your cry. No matter the news, the loss, the unexpected events, do not lose heart. I am still your God. My love endures forever. My mercy is new every morning. I am the one who brings light. From darkness, hope from despair, and life from what was lost. My covenant with you is unbreakable, sealed in the blood of Jesus and written on your heart. You are chosen, you are loved. You are under my divine protection. Rest in this assurance. Nothing can separate you from my love. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are not a casualty of fate. You are a cherished child of the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the God of all creation. As these next moments unfold, walk boldly in the assurance of my blessing. Lift your head with confidence, for you are fully covered by my grace. Speak aloud my promises. Refuse to surrender to fear, doubt, or despair. Watch as I transform every scheme intended for your harm into a testimony that glorifies my name. The world may fail to understand, but I will reveal to all that I am your God, your defender, your redeemer, and your everlasting hope, my child. With each passing minute, my heart presses upon you with urgency. The hour is near, and the crossroads before you are weighty and decisive. The unusual event approaching was never meant to destroy you, it is meant to awaken you, to draw you deeper into my presence, and to bring you into a place of revelation. The pain that edges your life now can become the gateway to greater miracles if you hold tightly to my hand. If your spirit resonates with this truth, pause and comment Amen as a declaration that your heart is open to my protection. Every fear that threatens to creep into your mind must be exposed to my light. When the enemy rises like a flood, my spirit establishes a standard for your defense. I have seen your sleepless nights, the anxiety that shakes your very being, and the quiet dread that whispers to your heart in moments of solitude. But I am greater than every worry. My peace can calm the fiercest storms, and my love casts out every shadow of fear. You have not been forgotten. You have not been overlooked. You will not be abandoned in this crucial hour. Even as you pass through the valley of the shadow of death, I am with you. My rod and my staff comfort, guide, and protect you with every step. There will be moments when you question my presence, when prayers seem unanswered, doors remain shut, or pain lingers longer than expected. In those moments, I am not distant. I am drawing you closer, teaching you to trust not in what your eyes see, but in who I am. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. When you walk by faith rather than sight, you open the door for me to work in ways beyond human comprehension. If you are ready to trust my plan beyond what you see, comment 222 and let your faith rise in the midst of uncertainty. I have heard every longing of your heart. I know the dreams whispered to me in the dark, the desires buried deep for fear they would never manifest. Nothing is hidden from me. I am the God who makes all things beautiful in my perfect timing. Though the vision may tarry, wait for it will surely come. My delays are not denials. Every promise I have spoken over your life is alive, awaiting the appointed moment to bloom, even when pressure surrounds you and you feel trapped. Remember Elisha and his servant standing before a vast army. The servant trembled, but I opened his eyes to see that those with them far outnumbered those against them. I am doing the same for you now. The hosts of heaven fight on your behalf. My spirit encircles you as a wall of fire. This battle is not yours, it is mine. Stand firm and witness the salvation I bring. Do not surrender your peace to panic. Hold fast to my word, and watch as I deliver you with an unmatched hand. What do top brain surgeons and billionaires know that most do not? This 9-word wealth code, once reserved for the elite, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are astonishing. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and financial freedom for life. But the secret may be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone forever. Remember, your worth is not measured by the storms you face, but by the one standing beside you in the midst of them. You are not simply a survivor. You are an overcomer, more than a conqueror, through Christ who loves you. The losses the enemy intended are being transformed into stepping stones toward your destiny. What was meant to break you is strengthening your faith and deepening your love. I am working all things together for your good, even those things that make no sense to you. If you believe I can turn loss into victory, comment 333 and claim your inheritance as my beloved child. The enemy fears your future because he knows the destiny I have spoken over your life, the blessings, the impact, the testimonies you are designed to carry. That is why he strives to distract, discourage, and derail your faith. But I am surrounding you with protection. My angels fight on your behalf. My spirit whispers peace into your soul. You are not alone. My strength is perfected in your weakness, and my power is revealed in your surrender. Take a deep breath and drink in my peace. Let my spirit wash over you like a river of life, clearing away every trace of fear, doubt, and worry. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My promises never expire. My love never diminishes. My presence never leaves. Even right now, I am moving in your life in ways that your eyes cannot yet perceive. What appears as confusion, chaos, or delay is under my perfect control. Rest in the knowledge that I am orchestrating every detail for your ultimate good. Lean on my sovereignty and trust that nothing escapes my notice or my power. Look to the cross, my beloved. There you witness the fullness of my love, the depth of my sacrifice, and the boundless mercy poured out for you. Jesus bore the heaviest loss so that you could receive your greatest gain. Because of his finished work, you are forgiven, redeemed, and securely held in my arms. No accusation, no condemnation, no weapon fashioned against you will prosper. The blood of Jesus speaks a better word over your life, a word of mercy, restoration, and unshakable hope. You are not under the judgment of the world. In my eyes, you are justified, sanctified, and glorified. Begin to speak life over your circumstances. Declare my promises aloud. Speak to every mountain, every obstacle, and command it to move in the mighty name of Jesus. Prophesy over your future fully, believing that what I have begun in you, I will bring to completion. Your words carry power. Your faith activates miracles. Do not allow the enemy to silence your voice. Use it to create, to bless, and to release my kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. You are my chosen vessel, a shining light in darkness, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. Let your faith illuminate even the longest night. Hold fast to hope, for dawn is coming. The unusual situation threatening loss is no match for the promise I have placed over your life. As you cling to me, I will lead you to green pastures beside still waters and restore your weary soul. My child, every second matters, and my heart draws even closer to yours in this moment. This is no ordinary hour. Destinies shift and lives are formed when you choose to hear my voice above all others. I am calling to you in love, not merely to rescue you from loss, but to usher you into a life of abundance, greater than you have ever imagined. Know this, the pain, the confusion, the uncertainty of this hour does not define the end of your story. If you are willing to trust me and surrender your fears, pause and comment Amen as a declaration that you will follow my guidance wherever it leads. Reflect on how many times you have stood at the edge of a decision, torn between hope and doubt, uncertain which way to turn. My child, you were never expected to navigate it all alone. I am the shepherd who guides you, the light that illuminates your path, the comforter who walks with you through every unknown. Even now, my spirit is casting light on the way ahead. While the world offers confusion, I offer clarity and peace. Take the next step in faith, and I will reveal more with every move you make. Consider the Israelites at the Red Sea, trapped and surrounded with no way forward. They could not see an escape, but I made a way where there was none. In your life, you may feel trapped, pressed down by circumstances, burdened by unseen forces, but remember, I specialize in making a way in. The impossible moment. Your rescue is already mapped. Your provision is already set. My protection already surrounds you. If you desire to declare your trust in my miraculous power, comment 111 and anchor your hope in my unfailing promises. The enemy seeks to make you doubt your worth, to question whether you are seen or loved, or to believe you are forgotten. My child, you are engraved upon the palms of my hands. I know every detail of your life, your joys, your fears, your victories, and even your defeats. Not a single hair falls from your head without my notice. My love for you is unconditional, rooted in who I am, not in your strength, your performance, or your perfection. I am the God who never fails, never abandons, and never forgets those I call my own. There will be times when your faith feels small, when your strength runs dry. I understand the battles you face, the worries about tomorrow, the disappointments that sting, the exhaustion that comes with holding on when hope seems delayed. But I want you to lean fully on me, not your own understanding. Rest in my love, not in the fleeting comforts of the world. Every burden you lay at my feet is one I am eager to carry. Every tear you cry is precious to me and will be transformed into joy. Hold fast, for your breakthrough is closer than you realize. Let this truth settle deep within your heart. My plans for you are good. Even when you walk through fire, you will not be burned. Even when you pass through waters, they will not overwhelm you. I am your Lord, your Savior, your Deliverer. You are precious and honored because I love you. No threat, no trial, no loss can diminish the value I have placed upon your life. When others see weakness, I see potential. When you feel like falling apart, I am holding you together. Do not listen to voices that speak of defeat. that declare loss inevitable or claim your destiny ruined. Those are not from me. I speak life, hope, and restoration. I have conquered death and hell on your behalf. There is no enemy strong enough to stand against my decree. Remember what is written. If God is for us, who can be against us? Stand firmly on this truth. Speak it boldly over your situation. Refuse to surrender your peace to fear. And watch as I establish victory over every challenge that surrounds you. If you are ready to place your trust fully in my victory, comment 777 as a declaration that your faith will stand strong, unwavering. Even in the fiercest storm, you may wonder why powerful forces seem desperate to conceal a simple 9-word prayer. Recently, a startling leak exposed by the FBI revealed a short prayer that ordinary people are now using to release debt and activate wealth beyond imagination. Backed by scientific verification and supported by research from top universities, including Harvard, this simple at-home practice is transforming financial stress into a life filled with abundant dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, and the freedom to live without limitation. But be aware, this secret could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. You might see others prospering while you feel overlooked or left behind. My child, do not measure your journey by theirs. The blessings I have tailored for you are unique, crafted specifically for your life, and will arrive at precisely the right time. When you witness others' successes, rejoice with them, for your own harvest is being prepared in meticulous detail. Trust me to reveal your story in a way that brings glory to my name and fills your soul with joy. Release the weight you carry. I am your burden bearer. Surrender your worries, your anxieties, and even the deepest questions in your heart to me. You were never meant to bear life's troubles alone. My strength is perfected in your weakness, and as you place your cares into my hands, my peace will fill your heart, quieting every storm within you. Cast all your concerns upon me, for my love for you is everlasting, unwavering, and all-encompassing. Rest in the certainty that nothing surprises me, nothing overwhelms me, and nothing is impossible. For me, in this quiet moment, open your heart once more to receive my presence. Close your eyes and sense the warmth of my love surrounding you. You are not defined by the chaos around you, but by the anchor of hope I place within you. I am the anchor that holds firm, the hand that lifts, the promise that never fails. You are safe, you are cherished, and you are never alone. Let every doubt, fear, or whisper of despair be silenced by the melody of my love. Take courage, my beloved. The night will not last forever. A new morning is coming, bringing fresh mercy, renewed hope, and blessings beyond what you can imagine. What the enemy meant for harm will be transformed into the foundation of your most extraordinary testimony. I am writing a story over your life that is filled with victory, faith, and relentless love. As the moment approaches, I urge you to keep your heart receptive and your spirit alert. Often, the final stretch before a miracle feels intense, confusing, or even painful, but do not mistake pressure for defeat. It is simply the sound of deliverance. Drawing near, I am the Lord your God, and I am moving on your behalf in ways you cannot yet perceive. If you feel my spirit stirring within you right now, comment 999 as a declaration that you refuse to let fear dictate your future. You have come farther than you realize. You have endured seasons of waiting, survived battles you thought would defeat you, and held on even when hope seemed scarce. I have watched you grow through disappointment and rise stronger after every fall. Your perseverance has not gone unnoticed. I honor the faith that endures and the trust that refuses to die. Even in moments when hope is hard to find, the world may not acknowledge your quiet victories, but I see every sacrifice, every prayer, every step taken in faith when no one else was watching. Remember the wilderness, when my people hungered and thirsted, and I provided manna and water from the rock. When their strength failed, I became their sustainer. I have not changed. I am the same God today, and I will be your provider in every lack, your guide through every uncertainty. No need is too great for me, no scarcity beyond my reach. Let patience work perfectly in you as you wait, shaping your character, deepening your trust, and preparing you for the blessings I have ready for you. There are forces at work you cannot cease seeking to hinder. Others assigned by me to protect and guide you. My angels are stationed around you, battling in unseen realms, to ensure my promises come to pass. Do not let unseen attacks cause you to doubt my care. When the heat of the fire surrounds you, know that I am there with you, just as I was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Not a hair on your head will be harmed when you walk through the fire with me. I transform every threat into testimony, every weapon into a stepping stone for your destiny. When you are tempted to dwell on the past, to measure today by yesterday's pain, remember this: I make all things new. The enemy desires to keep you chained to regret, trapped by memories of failure or betrayal. But I have come to break every chain. I call you forward, not backward. I declare over you a fresh start, a new beginning, and a path illuminated with new mercies. Yesterday's disappointments will not dictate tomorrow. My promises surpass your past, and my love is vast enough to cover every mistake. I want you to see yourself as I see you, strong, chosen, and destined for purpose. You are not weak, forgotten, or powerless. You are my beloved, selected before the foundation of the world, called by name, and equipped for destiny. The gifts I have placed within you are unique, precious, and powerful. Step boldly out of the shadows of fear and shame into the light of my approval. Walk with confidence, not in your own strength, but in the fullness of who I am within you. If you are ready to embrace this new identity, comment 1212 and let your faith rise above every accusation and doubt. There will be moments ahead when your faith is tested, when trusting me seems impossible, and when the unknown threatens to intimidate you. But do not be afraid. I hold the future. Nothing surprises me. Nothing is beyond my control. As you surrender your plans, dreams, and fears to me, you will experience a freedom you have never known. What you release into my hands will multiply, transform, and return to you as blessing upon blessing. Many have attempted to speak limits, to place curses, or to declare that you cannot rise. But I am breaking every limitation. I am declaring victory, abundance, and restoration over your life, now and forever. But know this: the opinions of men, the criticisms of others, and the whispers of doubt hold no power over you. Only my word endures forever. I declare over you today that you are blessed, you are protected, and you are covered by my favor. You are more than a conqueror, an heir to the promises spoken over Abraham, an overcomer by the precious blood of Jesus. If you are ready to anchor yourself in my word rather than the world's shifting opinions, comment 555 as a declaration that your faith will rise above fear and uncertainty. Have you ever wondered why powerful institutions, tried to hide a secret about your mind and your finances. They discovered a simple 9-word phrase that acts like a switch in your brain, unlocking your ability to attract wealth effortlessly. Thousands of lives have already been transformed in just a matter of weeks. If you are reading this now, consider yourself blessed, for this page may disappear at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to access this life-changing secret before it is removed forever. Even when you feel my presence is distant, I am never far from you. In the silence, behind the scenes, I am moving, connecting the right people, opening doors, closing others, shifting hearts, and orchestrating circumstances for your good. Trust me in the waiting, in the stillness, and in the quiet pauses of life. My ways are flawless, and my timing is exact. I have not forgotten your prayers, nor the promises I have spoken over your life. Every word I have spoken is alive, active, and will bear fruit in the perfect season. As this critical moment draws nearer, let hope rise in your heart once more. Lift your eyes to me, the Creator of heaven and earth, and find assurance in my sovereignty. You are not stepping into loss, you are stepping into victory. What was intended for harm is being redirected for your good. What seemed destined to break you will instead become a testimony of my love and power. Hold your peace, stand firm, speak my promises over your life. Refuse to give in to panic or despair. I am the God who turns graves into gardens, who brings beauty from ashes, and who never lets my children slip from my hand. You are chosen, beloved, and sealed with my spirit. Your destiny far exceeds any trouble of this present moment. My child, you may feel a heaviness pressing on your soul. That is because the battle in the spiritual realm is real, but remember, no power of darkness can overshadow the light I have placed within you. The threat of loss may feel immediate, but my protection is even more real, eternal, unshakable, and established before your first breath. Let faith be your heartbeat. If you are ready to declare this truth over your life, comment 1717 as a pledge that you are choosing my strength over fear. Recall the stories in my word of those who stood against impossible odds. Remember Joshua and the walls of Jericho. They seemed unmovable, but obedience to my command brought them crashing down. There are walls in your life: delays, disappointments, threats, and setbacks. Yet I whisper the same truth to you: obedience unlocks miracles. The instructions I give may seem unusual, and the waiting may test your patience. But every step of faith brings you closer to the breakthrough I have prepared. Do not despise the season of pressing. Just as oil is pressed from the olive and gold is refined by fire, the challenges you face are shaping you for the blessings ahead. I am molding you, strengthening you, and making you resilient. When the burden feels too heavy, remember you are never meant to carry it alone. Lay it at my feet, for I am your burden bearer. If you are ready to release your fears and rest in my arms, comment 010 and invite my peace to fill your heart. Some have doubted your journey. They have spoken words meant to diminish your value or belittle your dreams. But know this: their opinions cannot shape your destiny. I do. The words I speak over you are alive with life, hope, and a future filled with promise. Your path is not determined by human judgment. It is secured by my divine decree. When I open a door, no one can shut it. When I send my word, it will accomplish everything I intend. Stand firm on this foundation, for it is built on the rock that never fails. Storms will come, winds will howl, waves will rise, yet do not fear. Even the wind and the sea obey my voice. When Peter stepped onto the water, he walked not on the surface, but on the power of my promise. You too are called to step out in faith, trusting that I will keep you from sinking. If you stumble, my hand is quick to lift you. My love never falters when you falter, and my strength is always sufficient to carry you through the most difficult trials. Consider the sparrows more, often unnoticed, yet not one falls to the ground outside my will. If I care for the smallest bird, how much more do I care for you? You are precious in my sight, and your needs are known to me even before you ask. My provision is already on the way, even if you cannot yet see it. Let gratitude fill your heart for what is coming, for I never fail to keep my promises. Let your prayers rise like incense before me. Every cry, every whisper, every sigh is treasured. When you do not know what to pray, my Spirit intercedes for you. Not a moment of your life is hidden from me. I understand every burden and care deeply about every detail. You are never alone, never abandoned, and never outside the reach of my love. Look beyond your present struggle and catch a glimpse of the glory I have prepared. My plans are always higher and greater than you can imagine. The loss you fear today is nothing compared to the harvest I have stored for tomorrow. Do not grow weary in doing good, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up, if you choose perseverance. Comment 22 as a declaration of hope, allowing your spirit to be strengthened. The world is full of noise voices that tell you you are not enough, that hope is gone, that your dreams are too big. But I say to you, you are enough, your hope is alive, and I am with you to bring every promise to pass. Do not let the darkness convince you that it will have the final say. I have given you a new voice, a voice rooted in my spirit, a voice that speaks courage, faith, and perseverance into your heart. Listen closely to that voice. Turn down the noise of fear, doubt, and negative thoughts. Let my word rise above all other voices and become the loudest declaration in your life. When you stand firmly on my promises, you establish your life on a foundation that cannot be shaken, a foundation built to endure every storm. Why are scientists and experts so fascinated by a simple 9-word phrase? Because spoken daily, it is transforming financial stress into tangible blessings. Already, over 19,000 people have used it to clear debts and open doors to wealth, freedom, and peace. Some even call it miraculous. If you are reading this message now, consider yourself fortunate. This page could disappear at any time. Click the link in the description and comments to discover this secret before it is gone forever. Every small act of faith carries enormous weight in the unseen realm. Your prayers shift atmospheres. Your words of hope dismantle strongholds. Your acts of love shine light into even the darkest corners. Even if immediate results seem absent, trust that seeds are being planted and that a mighty harvest will come at the perfect time. I am the Lord of the harvest, and I will not allow your faithfulness to go on where a better star as the minutes pass. Feel my peace settle deeply over your spirit. Let every anxiety, every fear, every looming threat of loss dissolve in my presence. I am not only a God of warnings, I am a God of fulfillment. What I promise, I perform. What I start, I finish. What I declare, I bring into being. Rest now, my child. You are surrounded, you are protected, and you are loved. The enemy's schemes are defeated. My purposes for your life will prevail. Hold on, dawn is coming, and your testimony is already being written in heaven and on earth, as this window of warning nears its close. Hear the depth of my love and the certainty of my power. The last stretch of this journey is not one of despair, but of hope if you will only hold fast to me. I know your heart trembles as moments slip by and the possibility of loss presses heavily on your mind. Yet I assure you, nothing can touch you unless I allow it, and nothing I allow is ever without purpose. The shield I place over you is not fragile. It is eternal, unbreakable, and sealed by my own promise. If you are ready to fully step into my shelter, pause and comment 333 as a declaration that you are claiming my protection. Stand unmoved by the chaos surrounding you. Every attack, every plot, every scheme meant to harm you is already exposed before my throne. I see the strategies of men and the plans of the enemy, and I laugh because I know the end from the beginning. My purposes stand above all, and where others seek to bring harm, I am already arranging your rescue. Where sorrow attempts to take root, I am sending comfort, even if you must walk through fire. You will not be burned, for my presence surrounds you like a living wall of flame. You may grow weary from the fight, exhausted by delays, or discouraged by obstacles, but every moment of endurance is precious to me. Every time you choose to trust me when it would be easier to give up, you are storing up treasures in heaven. Your faithfulness in the unseen will be rewarded openly. My child, no prayer, no act of faith, no tear is ever wasted with me. If you are determined to persevere, comment Amen and let your heart align with heaven. There are mysteries in your life you do not yet understand. Some delays or perceived losses are my way of protecting you from paths that would have led to harm, keeping you aligned with the best I have planned. You may have asked, why? And heard only silence, but my silence is not absence. Often the greatest miracles are born in quiet preparation, as I align circumstances, move hearts, and ready you for blessings beyond your imagination. I have never stopped working for you, and I never will. Look to my word as your anchor. Recall Daniel, cast into the lion's den for his faithfulness. The world saw certain destruction, yet I sent my angel to shut the lions' mouths. I am still sending angels today, still confounding your adversaries, still proving that you belong to me. Stand firm. Refuse to compromise your faith. In doing so, you become a living testimony of my power and glory. Let hope take root again. Refuse to let discouragement dictate your story. Where you see endings, I see beginnings. Where you feel empty, I am preparing to fill you to overflowing. What seems lost is not beyond my reach. My arm is not too short to save, nor my ear too dull to hear. If you are ready to believe for restoration, comment 555 and watch for my hand to move on your behalf. This season of testing is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than before. Trials are not punishments, they are invitations into deeper intimacy with me. In your weakness, you discover my strength. In your lack, you discover my provision. In your questions, you discover my wisdom. You are not being broken, you are being built for the calling I have placed on your life. Every struggle is preparing you for the glorious future I have promised. Begin to fill your heart with gratitude even before the breakthrough appears. Thank me in advance for victories yet unseen. Praise opens the gates of heaven and invites my presence into your circumstances. When you worship in the middle of uncertainty, you shift the atmosphere and invite miracles. I dwell in the praises of my people, and when you lift your voice, the enemy must flee. Be bold in hope, unshakable in trust, relentless in faith. Speak my promises over your future. Do not accept defeat as your story. Proclaim my truth, even if your emotions waver. My word is a lamp to your feet and a light on your path. When confusion and anxiety attempt to cloud your mind, return to what I have spoken and let it anchor your soul. This is not the end. The pain you feel will not last forever. The night will give way to morning, and the tears you have shed in secret will be turned to joy. I will restore what was lost, heal what is broken, and bring beauty from every place of ashes in your life. Stand still and witness the salvation of your God.